It's Uncle Paul. Last week I informed you that I'd lost 12 pounds. And I'm just wondering if you can tell a difference. You know, it's been a pretty good week so far. I've gotten some things started, like for exercise, and I got the exercise bike. Got a bench that I use, I've had for a long time, along with some barbells. To start been exercising my arms and stuff. You know, there's a lot of things that have motivated me to start all this right now. One of them is my health. That's just one of many. 5-6 years ago, when I started losing weight the first time, that was one of the main things as well, was my health. I had a lot of things that were happening to me physically that I didn't understand. There was one night that, you know, I really thought I was gonna die. You know, it's not like I had chills and all that. I just felt very strange. And I lived by myself, of course. And but you know, I stayed up. I was awake almost all night. And when I finally went to sleep, thinking that I may not wake up. But I did. And I did feel better. But it was a real strange, scary experience. That prompted me to even more want to lose weight and get healthy. One of my goals then, and it definitely is now, is to get off all the medication that I'm on. I'm not on that much. I haven't had any scary situations with my health. I've just felt bad though. Part of the problem was that I hurt my back right after Thanksgiving last year. And when that happens, it takes me quite a few months to get to where I can walk normally again and walk for exercise. And I always gain weight when that happens. So this time when it happened, that's when I've gained a lot more weight, and my legs were getting filled up with fluid. I didn't want to get out of a chair. I didn't want to walk across the room. It was getting pretty bad. I've always thought, ever since I got fat as a kid, that someday I'm going to lose the weight. Someday, you know, I'm going to get better and be healthy. It's the last year, but especially the last few months, I started thinking, this may be it. I mean, I don't know that I'm going to get any better. This may be what my life is, which will be short. I may not be alive by the time I'm 50 years old. So that's definitely a motivator, and I want to get off all the medication. I only have really 2 pills that I take for my diabetes, and then I have a pill for my blood pressure. Hello. I'm at the gas station. Where are you? Okay. All right. Okay, bye.
Hey, where are you?
So my health is a major issue, and I don't want to squander whatever time I have left, especially with bad health, and to be miserable. And that just wouldn't be a good example to anybody, and especially my nieces and nephews. I was watching a guy who had started. He's the co-founder of a health food company, and he has these shows on the internet that are kind of inspirational type shows basically to live a healthy lifestyle. And one of the major motivations for him was his fat family, and he specifically mentioned once having an uncle that ate himself to death, as he put it. That I was trying to find motivation to finally get on the ball and do something about this. So I started looking on the internet, and that was one of the programs that I found. And when he said that, that really hit home with me. So that really got me to thinking, and that was one of the recent things that just kind of clicked inside of me, that I don't want to be that uncle, and I don't want that to be how it ends, with them having an uncle who ate himself to death. I don't want to be that uncle. So that's one of my major motivations, and I'm going to pick up one of those motivations right now from school, because his folks are out of town, going to pick up his older brother who's playing college football.
This one's for buses only.
Oh well, I'll back out.
That's why I was trying to call you. I was gonna tell you.
Well, how's it going?
Good.
Well, it's Sunday morning again, and it's Mother's Day, by the way. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. This was, I don't know if you can see it. Oh, yeah, okay. This was my mom's favorite coffee mug that I gave her. I don't know if you can, but she just loved that. Gave it to her when I was a kid. So I thought it was a perfect day to break it out and use it in honor of Mom. Well, this was a pretty good week. I got the exercise bike and the bench and some weights set up and started using them a little bit. There was a couple of times this week, a couple of evenings, that I just really wanted to eat, really badly. So I did eat more than I should have. I know that. But the good thing about that was it was all healthy food. Whatever, I didn't binge, but the stuff that I just kind of kept eating and going back to was stuff that was healthy for me. But other than that, my knees kind of worked them out a little bit more this week, and they're bothering me just a little bit. But all in all, I think it went pretty well. So I talked a little bit earlier about motivation, and one of my motivations is health. But thinking about, if I keep going down this path, especially the triglycerides, the high blood sugar, the diabetes, that just does all kinds of damage. And to your nervous system, all kinds of nerves throughout your body and your organs. I just need to don't want to be paranoid, but want to keep that in mind as one of my major motivations, and getting off all of that medication. So many people have done it, and I know that with the Lord's help I can do it too. So, all right, well, let's go get on the scale. Okay guys, here's the scale. I told you about this last week. With this weight on there, it goes up to 450. So by the way, I've borrowed a GoPro camera from my nephews, So I don't know how well this week's videos are going to look, how well it's going to focus and all of that. I don't have a screen on the back of it to see what it's showing or focusing on, so we'll see. All right, I was at 438 last week. All right, let's see what it does this week. Okay, 438, 37, 36, 35, 35, and okay. So, back it up. Well, we'll say 35. Okay, that's 3 pounds. Okay, that's good. I'll take that. I think I've always heard, and my doctors have told me, to just lose 2 to 3 pounds a week would be the healthy way to do it. So I'm happy with that. I do want to lose a little more per week than that, so hopefully on average I'll do a little better, but I'm not gonna feel bad about that. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you being out there and watching these. That's the end of week 2, entering week 3. So all together, what is that? That's a 15-pound weight loss in 2 weeks. So that's good. Go to the comment section if you would, and give any advice or make whatever comments you'd like, any constructive criticism on exercise or anything. And if you would, like the video, subscribe to it, and share it with others, and so that we can go through this journey together. If you're trying to lose weight, maybe it'll encourage somebody. If not you, maybe somebody else. So appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next week.